Right, try again. I've got problems with my USB adapter at the back. One slight move, it knocks all the cameras off and everything, so I've got to buy something else now. So my rant is about gas and electricity. Now, I normally have been with a company called SSC, and I've been with them since I moved in here. And about 6 years ago, is my audio working? Got no fucking audio now. Settings, audio. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing. Don't know what I'm now. The audio just got knocked off then as well. Right, so start again. So I've been with SSC for about 6 years, yeah, and yeah, I've been a good customer with them. I always paid my bills on time and everything like that, yeah, but that's not the point. The point is that about 5 years ago, hello Buckus, about 5 years ago, my asthma started picking up really badly, and I realised that it was only kind of like flaring more when I was in the kitchen cooking or something like that. Now I have got electric cooker, but I don't really use that a lot because I don't cook a lot of like hot food. You know, I'm usually eating sandwiches and fruit and takeaways and shit like that. Got something in my ear. Rather than normally get something stuck in your ear. So anyway, the thing is, right, I told them to disconnect my gas because because of my asthma and I couldn't afford it. So they disconnected it. But every year, for about 3 years, I still kept getting like bills. Even though there was nothing on the bill, saying that I had to pay anything, my account was like at zero. They still kept sending me bills, and they still kept sending people around to check my gas meter, which is, by law they had to come and check my gas meter to make sure I've not got some other hidden gas pipeline coming through into the gas meter. I've not hacked it or anything like that. And then still I don't use it. They still have to send people around every year to check the gas meter. And I've told them, like, I don't know why you keep having to send them around because it's wasting their time. They could be doing someone else's gas meter. Oh, yeah, I know, but, by law we have to do it, Now, a couple of years ago, a guy came out and put a sticker on, put in danger, do not use. I said to him, what you put danger on, do not use for? It's not even connected. He goes, yeah, I know, but by law we got to put something on there so, it's stuck on in there. So I thought, okay, fair enough. So after that, I still get people come around, like by law, get a phone call or letter by, SSC saying, oh, no, not SSC, it'd be from my L&Q, who I rent my property from. They'll send me a letter saying, oh, like, you've got an engineer coming around to check your gas meter. So, by law, I have to be in for them to do that. If I'm not in, then they can actually, in one way, fine me, I suppose. And that can be thousands of pounds for not being in, for them to actually allow you to give them access to check the boiler. So if I'm not going to be able to be in, I have to tell them and change an appointment for another time, yeah. But I've always been in. There's only been one time when I had to cancel it and change the time date and everything like that, yeah. But most of the times I've been all the time in all the time, for them to come in and check it. Anyway, jumping from there to today, I get 3 letters. One for my normal SSE, stating they've gone partnership with Oval, part of the Oval family. Next letter, a warm welcome to the Oval family. Let me go on to Streamyard so I can don't want to show my address. Third letter. A gas card. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, well, why the fuck have I got a gas card when I don't use gas? So I'm looking through both of the Oval letters, and would you believe there's not one fucking phone number on there that I can see to contact them with? Not one. Oh, actually, there is. So if you go SSE, your email address, you might need to get in touch with you. If you have any questions you'd like to update your records, please visit ovoenergy.com or call. I didn't see that phone number, so that's my mistake, but I googled it and I found a phone number which was a slightly different number. Yeah. On here is 07. I'm not giving that the it's 0345 072 9498. The one I found was 0330 175 9669. So I rang them up and I said, look, I just got your letters, a welcoming letter, and I also got a gas card. The thing is, I don't use gas. I had my gas meter disconnected 6 years ago. But I still get the engineers around to check them, check my gas meter to make sure I'm not running gas, in case they think I've illegally hacked it somehow. So I said, what you need to do is take this off your records, because I'm not going to be paying any kind of bills that may come through my door. I said, would I be charged for this? She goes, oh yeah, because I know it's been taken over Oval, even though that your gas has been disconnected and not using it, you still got your meter. And that means while you got your meter, you're going to be charged a daily cost for your meter being on your property. I said, yeah, but I don't use gas. It's been capped. So why am I going to be charged for something I'm not using? Because your meter is still on your property. So I said, well, how do I do it that I don't get paid, charged? Because I'm not paying nothing. I'm not paying for something I'm not using. Yeah, but you still got to pay for your meter being on your property. So I said, well, how do I get it removed? She goes, well, hang on. Put you on hold. 10 minutes later, comes back. Right, you need to contact another department, speak to them about it, and they will help you in the follow-up on how to get your meter disconnected and removed. So I rang this other department up and I spoke to them. And she goes, yeah, right, okay. It sounds like you definitely need your meter disconnected. I think she was Indian or African. I couldn't understand the fucking words she was saying half the time. And then she put me on hold. Then she came back. She goes, this is the number that, you would have to probably contact to confirm you want your meter removed. Then she put me on hold again. And I'm waiting for about 5 minutes. Then the phone just went dead. So I thought, no, I've got to ring them back again. So I was just checking on something else on Google. Then my phone rang. And she goes, hello, can you give me your name? I said, yes, I will. And she goes, yeah, the phone disconnected somehow. So I said, well, the number or the company you gave me, she gave me a company name, yeah? Being UK Power Network or something, yeah? Let me do that again. UK Power. When she gave me this, when she gave me the phone number, right? But when she gave me the actual company name in this one, it's all to do with electricity. And it just tells you about removing electricity. This ain't the actual proper page I was on, but it is their website. So she rang me back, and I had to give them a name again. I said that website you just gave me has nothing to do with gas. Goes, yeah, I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong information. Goes, I just found out the company that needs to come and remove your gas meter, completely remove it, take it off the wall, and like any pipes and all that shit, So I said, well, how do I do it? How do I get to have it removed? She goes, well, I'm booking an appointment now for someone to come down and remove it. So I thought, right, okay, so I haven't got to ring anyone. She goes, no, I'm doing it for you. I'm making an appointment. Bit of a narky cow to her. So I've got, okay, fair enough, great, brilliant. So I'm sitting here, and she goes, right, 17th of August. So I write it down, 17th of August. And she goes, right, time slot. So 2 to 6 time slot. I said, what happens if I'm not in or I can't make the appointment? She goes, well, you can't make an appointment and you need to cancel it. Ring this number. So she gave me a number, and I tell you, the fucking number, like, I couldn't hardly hear what she was saying. She had to repeat the number 3 or 4 times. I tell you, man. So I got the number, but it's not the number for the company who's actually going to be coming down to remove the gas meter. So I said, well, can you give me a number to the people who are going to be disconnecting my gas meter? No, because they don't contact customers, and customers can't contact them. They do it directly from us, and we do it directly from them. There's no number we can give you. So I said, well, what if they come down and they remove the wrong meter? She goes, well, where's your meter stationed? I said, on the wall outside the car park. I said, as you come through the car park, before you hit the pavement, to walk down towards the flats, there's 2 meters there. And I'll probably have to tell them what meter it is. Now, last time someone came down to check the meter, I gave them the wrong details, and I still can't remember what one it is, to be honest with you. So when they come down, I'm going to say it's one of those two. I can't remember what one it is. And they should know because they'll have like a device to find out if there's any gas going through it or not, kind of thing. If they can see that there's no gas coming through, then that's the one they got to disconnect and remove. So I said, right, well, if that's booked and they come down and remove it, am I being charged for this? Because I'm not paying nothing. I said, why should I pay for something which I'm not using? And I remember asking SSC to remove this a couple of years ago, and they never done it. So if there's any charge, you should go through SSC to get that, because I'm not paying for it. But the thing is, because I've got this through, I think I'm going to be charged up to the 17th for something I'm not using. And I said, if you think I'm paying for that, I'm not going to pay for it because I'm not using it. Now, it ain't my fault that SSC did not come down and get the damn thing removed when I asked them to remove it. So it goes to court, and fuck it, I ain't going to worry about it. I'm just going to turn around and say, no, I'm not paying it. Put me in prison for 6 months. Send the bailies round, because I ain't going to fucking get none, because I ain't going to let them in. If they kick the door in, I'm going to fucking have them done for like breaking an entry. Didn't tell her that's what I probably would do anyway. But the amount of hassle you've got to go through to get something disconnected and removed, it's fucking bullshit, man. And now, the cost of the living's gone up. My electricity's gone up nearly double at the moment. Yeah, I only used to pay about £15, maximum £20 a week on, if that. I'm pouring on like £35 on a week now, around about that. Depends on what I'm using. If I'm out and everything's turned off and my TV isn't turned off, the only thing that's running is my DVR. The CCTV camera. That's the only thing that runs when I'm out. Everything else is turned off. Oh, the fridge freezer's turned on as well. So, I'm paying more on my electric. I suppose a lot of you are paying a lot more on gas and electricity. If they think I'm paying anything for this fucking gas, bollocks them. I told them I'm not paying it. They'd have to fucking send me a call over it because I'm not paying it. No, I told SSC about 2-3 years ago, well, I'm not using gas. I don't know why you don't come around and disconnect it. Oh, we'll send you the details. Yeah. I never got the details on how to get it removed. And why should I go through the hassle of getting it removed when it's their fucking gas meter? But now, because SSC is joined up with Oval decides to think, right, we've got an account now, yeah. Even though he's not paying or, using gas, we're going to charge him for the rental of the meter, which is on his property. Now, I don't know how much the rental is, but I'm not fucking paying it. I'm telling you, I'm not paying it. Let me see if I can Google SSA gas meter. Gas meter on my tariffs. Oh, I put, did I put SSC or SPE? You don't even tell you how much it is. See, the thing is, if I was to put my gas back on, it's going to be hell of a problem because one of my gas meters is right near my patio door, and there's so much junk in front of that gas meter. It'd take me a year to clear it all out. And to be honest with you, I don't really want to have gas the way, prices are at the moment. And, I still can't have it because of my asthma. Unless my asthma kind of like eased up a bit more, then maybe later I might get reconnected. But I did say to SSC, I don't have hot water because, it runs under gas. And because I'm not having gas, is there any other way I can have hot water? She goes, yeah, you can actually have it converted into electric gas meter, and it'd be like electric meter to run your hot water, because they would convert the gas meter into electricity somehow. So they probably would pull away the old gas meter in the kitchen and replace it with a electric boiler. So she goes, the only thing is you've got to get permission by your landlord with that. So this was told me about 3-4 years ago. So I rang up my landlord and I said, look, I've got my gas disconnected because it's giving me asthma. They told me I need to have it converted into electricity. Is that possible? Oh, yeah, we can do that for you. But what you need is a letter from your doctors. And then send it to us. Okay, fine. So I've gone to the doctors, and this is like 3 years ago. Maybe a bit longer. I can't even remember. And I sent them a letter from the doctors requesting for me to have my gas meter converted into electric meter so I can have hot water. Did it ever happen? No, it never. Apparently never got the letter. And the thing is, to get a letter from the doctors, it cost me £50 each time I get a letter. And I'm not going to be paying fucking £50 for a letter again. No way. Not in your fucking Nelly. So since the 3 years, I sent the letter out, and they reckon they never received it. I still don't get hot water. So how do I bath and shower, wash myself? Well, I have to boil the kettle several times and fill a bucket up and have a strip down wash. When I wash my hair, I fill the bucket up, and wash my hair, and that kind of shit. I've been doing that for, practically since I've been gas disconnected about 5-6 years ago. So it is a bit of a pain in the arse to do. But if you are going to in any way, this fucking cat, what's she doing? What are you fucking doing out here? Why is that making So if you are ever going to have the same issue as I have had, especially to try to get it done as soon as possible, especially if you get a letter from another company saying that they've merged with your normal providing company. Like I say, mine is SSC, but now they've merged with Oval. Now I don't know if SSC, because I'm not ringing them up yet, is going to is going to move over my electricity with it over or not. But I'm going to ring them in a minute, and there might be an update on this. But I'm going to say to them, like, thanks to you, like, taking me over to Oval. I've had such a stressful day trying to find out exactly what's happening about my gas, because as you know, I do not have gas. It's been capped, it's been disconnected for a bloody long time, and for some reason, you transfer my account over, and now they're saying that they're going to charge me for the cost of a gas meter that I'm not using. And I've had to go through all the stress and hassle in getting them to hopefully get someone to remove the gas meter so I won't get charges incurred. Because as it is right now, until they actually send someone around, I'm going to get charged for a gas meter being connected to my outside building. And if I do get those in, like those charges, I'm not paying it. You're going to have to pay it, because you should have this done years ago when I asked you to do it. All right, it says on here about, like, with this meter, this card meter thing. Hello to your new gas top-up card. Meet your new Oval Energy gas card, making it easy to top up your gas meter. Let's get you started. Before you start putting your card into your meter, use any credit left on the meter. So if I had a gas meter which was totally working, right? If it's working and I credit on there, I have to wait until the credit is removed before I can use this. But the thing is, my gas meter downstairs doesn't have a card. It doesn't have a key even, because they used to charge me as it's like a pay and go, and they'll only charge me through my bank account the amount I was actually using. No, actually, it does have a card downstairs, I think. Yeah, it has a card downstairs. That is a error, because they sent me a card, SSC, before I had it disconnected, and I remember they was charging me the cost of the meter, right, as well. And with the card, I would put on like £50 per week on my gas card, and when I put it in, half of that went straight on to the cost of having the meter there and installed and rented. I'd only get £25 out of £50 to use the gas to boil my water, to have my baths, boil the kettle, and that kind of shit. Yeah, I even changed my gas meter, my gas cooker, over to electric when I came off gas. So you need to register your new card before you can top it up. Just put it into your meter and wait for at least 30 seconds until you hear a noise. Then you're good to go. Once you topped up your new card, you can add the credit into your meter. Put your card in the meter, then press and hold the red button A to activate it. I don't think there's a red button. I think it's a blue button down there. I don't know. I'll have to go and check it. If you have an old card, throw it away and only use this new card from now on. You can top up your Oval gas card at any PayPoint shop, post office, or any pay zone. Look, that card is not being used. It's not going to be topped up. I'm not going to be putting a credit on it. It'll either go in the bin, or I'll shove the letter, which I can't do because I need the letter but the card will go in my fucking box with all my other letters and documentation. And I've got like a bin like that, and it's like a wooden woven kind of bin over at the back there. Can't see it, but it's over there where the cat sleeps on a chair, just beside the chair, and that is filled with documentation. So that's a little job for me to sit down and go through a lot of documentation one day to get rid of stuff that I don't need. The other thing is, if you're going to move, you got to let them know that you're going to move, right? Because if you move and you move into a new house or flat, a bungalow or an apartment, when you open a new account there, it depends on what company you're going to use. If it's the same company, then you've got to ring them and say, I'm moving. You know, you need to transfer your account from here to the new property. But I think she said, if you are moving and you're going to change over to another service provider, you will most likely get charged a cancellation fee on top of what you owe them. So if your gas and electricity is with Oval, and so like your gas is like £150 and your electricity is like £200, so that's a total £350, you've got to pay the rest of that plus a cancellation fee, which could be any amount of money they want to charge you for cancellation. And if you don't cancel it, there'll be a transfer fee to the new property. So you still have to pay, you know, what you owe them, like back in £350. And when you get connected to the new property, they will send you either on your new bill or a separate bill your transfer fee, which could be any amount of money, £50, £100, £200 or whatever, and then you have to pay that. Then they will start charging you on your new contract at your new house. Because I think what they do is that when you move, you have to cancel your account and clear off, you know, any debt that you owe. And when you move into your property, your new one, you ring up say, you know, I need gas, I need electricity. And they will open a new account, I believe. Because I don't know if they can transfer account from an old property to a new property. So when I moved in here, I just, like, there was electricity and there was gas. But I cancelled them straight away. I said, I don't want you, you know, I'm going on to another company. Okay, fair enough. And I went to a new company and I said, all we're going to be doing is we get the account transferred over to this divider. So if I was like with British Gas and I wanted to move over to SSC, I'll ring up SSC and I say, like, you know, it's under British Gas. I don't want British Gas because it's too expensive. No, you're cheaper. Oh, that's all right. You know, we get it, you know, transferred over. You ain't got to do nothing about it, and yeah, it will be cheaper. And if electricity was under a different company, they would also do that as well, get it transferred over. Or they say, well, you've got to cancel that, you know, cancel the account, get back to us, and, you know, you might not have no gas for a couple of days or electricity for a couple of days, but we'll get you up and running kind of like as soon as possible. For words, the noise outside is just a cat. Now I've got some deliveries turning up today. I ordered a new game controller for my Xbox because that keeps playing up. So I bought a new one, and that should be here today. And it says it's been dispatched, but arriving by 10 o'clock today. And my TV ones, I've got 2 deliveries from there. But all that says is your parcel is at the delivery depot and we'll let you know when it's out. Well, sometimes when I say it's out, when they say it's at the delivery depot, and they say, we'll let you know when it's ready to be sent out for delivery, sometimes they don't update you straight away. You still get a message saying, it's at a depot delivery department and we'll let you know when the delivery is going to be come to your property. It still stay like that, but then, I will suddenly get a knock on a door, or, I'll be tracking it and it show a picture of it being delivered, but it doesn't give you an update saying it's out for delivery, which is rather annoying because, you don't know when your bloody packages are going to be delivered. But what they sometimes do though is that it say it's at your delivery depot. We'll let you know when it's out for delivery. And then sometimes they give you a text message saying your local courier will deliver your parcel between whatever time. But sometimes that don't come up until it's actually been delivered. But anyway, that's my rant for now. I'm going to have to ring up SSC and get onto them because I'm not too happy. I'm going to say it's been a very stressful day because now you've moved me over to Oval with my gas account. Why are you doing that? Because I don't have gas. It's been disconnected. It's been capped. I shouldn't still have an account on there. Now you sent it over to them. I've had nothing but a fucking stressful conversation trying to find out why they sent me a card. They turned around and said that they've taken the account from you onto them, and because I've got a gas meter still there, even though I'm not using it, I'm going to get charged for it. And I wasn't being charged from you, but now I'm being charged by them. And now, over now conversation on two departments, I've had to get them to find a way to send someone round to remove the gas meter so I don't get any more charges. But until they actually get someone round to remove it, I'm going to incur charges. And I'm not going to pay it. And if I get a bill, I'm going to be coming back to you and making you pay for it because you should have had this disconnected years ago when I asked you to do it. All right, anyway, I'm going to go. That's my rant for today. I need to make another coffee before I get on to SSC. Might do an update on this one later. If I don't get one of my fucking webcam, keep disconnecting. Yeah, I've got to get a new hub. See, with the computers, where you're plugging in, USB connectors into the hub all the time, it's wearing the hub down. And it's making things messed up. God, that fucking car, every time she pulls up, it sounds like a van. And it's just a car. It sounds like, one of the bloody vans, either the white van man kind of van, or, sometimes it might sound like Amazon. Sometimes it sounds like fucking one of the shopping centres, like Asda or something like that, Car doesn't sound like a car, it sounds like a fucking van. Right, anyway, I'm off. I'll probably go and give you an update on this later, maybe. Probably get so fucking stressed out, I'll probably go to bed. Cry myself to tears. Cry myself to sleep, I mean. Right, catch you later.